There's Steam finally open. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up what I was talking about for a second here. Basically, here. Yeah, sorry about disappearing for a week last week, guys. It wasn't a thing intentional, it's just, you know, I'm not even sure what to really say about it. It's mostly on me. I will say that. The way my brain tends to work, I had a stack of games I wanted to burn through. Most of you guys who watch me here on Twitch or follow would have noticed I probably was streaming off and on nonetheless, even though I did proclaim a vacation week. That was me just sharing what I had, which was mostly Metal Gear Solid 5 mixed with some additional Fallout 4. At the end of Fallout 4, at the end of yesterday's stream of Fallout 4, pretty much I'm thinking of adding Fallout 4 as an interchangeable option to the rest of the Skyrim stream on an interchanging basis, being one day is a Skyrim day, one Saturday is a Skyrim day, the next Saturday is a Fallout 4 day, which I'm hoping would actually be kind of workable for most of you guys. For now, though, I'm going to go ahead and get Dishonored started so that you guys can all enjoy. So there's the title card. Dishonored. Let's play us some Knife of Dunwall. Let's stab us a bitch. I'm joking. We're not stabbing anyone. We're putting them all to sleep. But still. Should be oodles of fun. Hope you guys will enjoy it with me. Hey Maddie. Hey Day. And for those who might be interested, I do play on keyboard and mouse. I've had that question posed to me once. You guys with me? Maddie? Day? Should I hold off on continuing right away? Hi, Maddie. I thought I saw Day in the group as well. I guess he's a bit distracted. That's alright. The metallic masks worn by overseers protect their heads from frontal ranged attacks. The overseers use ancient mathematics-based sound music boxes to disable your magic. Delilah is the powerful witch who leads the coven that has moved into the ruins of Brigmore Manor. You've returned to your hidden base and the flooded district to plan your next move. Boot, stealth, and stun mines. Okay, I don't need those right away. Let's go ahead and get that boot stealth upgrade right now. Let's first see what all I can upgrade here. My accuracy is actually pretty impeccable. I will be upgrading my sleep dart capacity some. And let's see here. Boot stealth, because I won't be getting it. There's no favors for this mission. I can either get boot stealth or I can invest in some remedies here. I'm gonna go for a couple of remedies here. let's just... 4 remedies and just in case. There we go.
Dowd, we've been attacked. Overseers are tearing the place apart. Looking for you. They're holding our remaining men, and their leader is in your chambers as we speak. If we take him out and free our men, we can still drive the Overseers back.
I want to know how the bastards found us in the first place.
Slip darts. Bolts. Meeting Dowd. Excerpt from a journal. Another stinking mouth, that's what my mother said. A mouth that'd need feeding for years on, then would sass her every time it opened. First words I can remember, her saying that. When she'd drunk for so long that her eyes stopped working for good. Drunken ocean, it seemed to me. I left the patched-up shack we called home. But before heading out, I reminded her of all the times she'd put her hand on me or thrown something at my head. The night she'd rushed me like an ox and sent me down the back stair. All the time she told me I was just another stinking mouth. Last thing I heard was her cursing me from her bed, cursing the blind dark. Running with my pals, we had to stay sharp to make enough coin to keep from starving. Same story across the aisles. Not the biggest kids, but sometimes the smartest and the meanest when we needed to be. The only way to stay off the back alley mattresses. Not desperate enough to go out on the drain flats with the mudlarks. So it was the night for us, trying to catch the eye of the Hatters or the boys from Bottle Street so they'd take us on. But when a dandy from Sarkanos stepped down from his Polish coach and cracked my Deirdre's pet pretty head and left her twitching and dying in the muck, I snapped off one of the wooden gazelles off the top of the coach, and we drove the splintered end into his eye as deep as it would go. Last I saw of Deirdre, she was still, wise-eyed to the greyed sky. But now I like to remember her with a smile, laughing from the void at the one-eyed dandy with the gazelle coming out of his head. No one would take me after that. The city watch made a full sweep once a week for months, trying to catch me. Even the Grand Guard came in from Karnica, down in Sarkanos. It seemed the dandy's daddy was the Duke of Sarkanos. I was too much trouble for my friends from the old neighborhood. Anyone who saw me tried to drive me away, threw rocks to get me to leave, or tried to get a bag over my head, hungry for the reward. Even the gangs cursed me on sight. Billy's bad luck, they'd say. Hexed. She'll make it bad for all of us. You may think you know what loneliness is, but I can tell you, you don't. By late in the month of harvest, I had a hate inside me that would have choked most. Then I met Dowd. It was early in a dark morning, the only time I could go out. Walking the streets of the legal district, I saw them up ahead. 3 who looked like boys from the city watch, but dressed out of uniform. They were out for blood and coin, running some kind of murder racket, waiting on a drunk barrister to stagger out of a bar at just the right time. I didn't see him at first, but the flicker of an eyelid, he was on them, out of the cold night air, using a single blade, nothing else, and it only touched each of them once, at the left side of their throat. Their blood splattered and steamed on the cobbles. Quick movements, an occasional grunt, dark hair and the glimpse of a long scar down his face. Then it was over. He made for the rooftops. I'd never seen the like of it, so I followed. I could have stayed and looted the poor bastard till he left bleeding. Could have eaten for a month, most likely. But this seemed bigger. So I tried to stay up with him, tried to stay hidden without losing sight of him. All across Dunwall, into the wrecked and ruined parts, he crossed into what I could tell was his territory. Hidden sentries and odd masks. I thought I'd seen everything in the city, all the gangs, but this was something else. Clinging to roof tiles and watching from behind chimneys, I watched, then followed him into an old building. Inside was all gloom. Rotted carpets and desks full of rat-eaten papers. Paintings ruined by the wet. There were weapons and practice dummies. Men lived here in secret, training with knives and crossbows. I lost track of him and continued to explore, but I was a fool. He'd known I was following and came up from behind. When I saw him, I froze, waiting for him to speak. You followed me and found this place. And now you're not begging or running for your life. There's nowhere to run, I said, and I'm not very attached to it, to tell the truth. He came close and looked me right in the eyes, trying to see some light inside that would tell him my story. You think you're already dead inside, but I'll give you something to live for. You'll fight for me and kill people like the ones who've hurt you. I just nodded, feeling relief for the first time in months. Yo, Hermesmo. It has been a while. I do apologize. My birthday was last Saturday, and as a result, I had a number of games fall into my plate. And the last time I tried to play this, it just did not go well at all. Too many other games on my mind I had just been fooling around in. I was trying to play Metal Gear Solid 5 of all things in Dishonored here. Take everything out with ammo, every bit of ammo I had, and then try to function without it. It just was not all around pleasant, so I called a week-long vacation. Thanks. But yeah, I had called a week-long vacation because there was just no other choice. I understood I was not doing myself any favors by playing Dishonored when I had Metal Gear Solid 5 on the brain. So, pretty much... It does? Oh, shoot. Let me go fix that real quick, guys. But yeah, I had was playing Fallout 4 just yesterday, I believe. Was streaming it a little bit on the off time. Let me just go ahead and fix this real quick. Should only take a few moments. Again, a week's vacation. Just forgot a lot of the nuances I should have been on top of. Again, a week's vacation. Just forgot a lot of the nuances Sorry, didn't mean for that to echo out. Hey, it won't echo more than once, at least. That's fixed. Okie dokie. Yes, I am actually. I'm hoping to get a hold of it roughly around release date, if not like within a few weeks afterwards. It depends on how much money I have. It'll be on the Xbox One though that I'll be playing it, because my laptop couldn't play I doubt my laptop could handle it like it can barely handle
Is it true
this
that
one.
more bone charms have been taken from apostates since the plague started?
Chance for personal glory and acting prematurely.
Careful. Your careless words will bring us both down.
You worry too much.
Huh?
Ah! Guards,
Oh, shit.
to me! Firing! Get behind him!
The Deep Watchers. Before the cable snapped, there was nothing to see, nothing to report. My lantern revealed only an endless depth below. And my mission felt like a bitter failure. I would have returned to the surface empty-handed, but now, at the cost of my life, I have made a profound discovery. Yeah, my arrows are a little bit overpowered. I'm not using standard arrows though. I'm using the knockout arrows. I try not to. I'm going for a low chaos run, basically. At the cost of my life, I have made a profound discovery. So I write these words and hope that someday my companions will recover this diving bell, which has become my tomb, and find this journal. I want others to know what I have seen here, what extraordinary events have transpired. Frost is gathering on the inside of the thick portals, and my breath is misty. It has been 6 hours since this ill-fated adventure began, and my calculations made it clear there is no more than an hour of good air remaining in the sphere. What brought me here? Curiosity, a desire for glory, financial gain. In all the months I spent designing this submersible, my mind had fixated on the minute details, tempering the glass portals, the air flows from the surface to the sphere, the ingenious switch that would allow communication via bells with the ship above. I pored over every element in design and construction of this apparatus. Why had I never considered that creatures here might resent my intrusion, that they would lash out at the iron monstrosity plunging deep into the unfathomable darkness? It happened in an instant. Out of the inky depths, the great fluke of a whale slid past my lantern, casting wide shadows into nothing. A second later, what had been a steady, controlled descent became a gut-churning tumble. The metal around me groaned, and I felt certain that the sphere would soon implode from the pressure. The spinning dizzied me, such that I could scarcely keep my feet. Then the savage collision whereupon my skull cracked struck the deck and I blacked out. A precious hour of my time was spent in that fitful sleep, and when I awoke, the sickening realization came on upon me. Cut off, untethered, and completely removed from the world above, with no chance of returning. I extinguished my lantern some time ago in order to conserve air. And only then did the ghostly radiance of the sea floor reach my eyes. Not the sea floor itself, but the tiny tentacled creatures that swam over it. They create a carpet of soft colors, twisting and moving in waves as if they are singing with light. In this dim luminosity that I can see them, the leviathans, the great whales, here in their domain. They move with grace and elegance, with purpose. They've approached the sphere repeatedly now, one almost touching the portal with her great eye. As I stare into the orb, it is clear to me that the only thing not mindlessly searching for prey, it is observing me. It is clear to me that the thing is not mindlessly searching for prey. It is observing me. It is curious. One by one they approach and peer in my window. There is an unnerving sense of intelligence in that gaze, devoid of malevolence. For a time they examined me, my predicament, and allowed themselves to drift off to trace the broken cables along the sea floor. I dream that one will take the cables in its great jaws and haul me back to the surface, but it is only a rapturous fantasy of thinning atmosphere. I find myself gasping now, while the creatures move away and watch from a distance. Their song is different here. I've heard it for years on the surface, but here it is soulful and moving. The natural philosopher in me is beginning to suspect that the song has notes that we cannot even detect, but here in the depths they can be felt. I believe they are trying to comfort me while I die. First Researcher Douglas Church, ESS Keeper, Forward Exploratory Vessel, Academy of Natural Philosophy. As long as I don't kill any of them. It's not a ghost run after all.
This one's done. There isn't any fight left in him.
What's going on there? I need more men! Stand clear!
Oh, you shit! Out of arrows.
Survive. I'll await your signal.
Demonstrate you will. Bone charm. Ooh, some more sleep darts. Darts only 2, but that'll be enough. Please log this superstitious artifact. It was found on one of Dowd's men in a training area. within the commerce building. There should be a crate in the temporary headquarters for items of this nature. Deposit it there after you create a log entry for it. Overseer Marcus. Okay, got 2 shots with this. Standard bolts.
For whiskey and cigar. What was it?
Okay, that one was bullshit. We're gonna reload the autosave made when I saved that guy. First, got these. Pray. Some more sleep darts. Sorry about the barking dogs as well, by the way.
Now what? Someone get up!
Damn it. Note to self, look through the other window and see how that goes. My life's been good. Thank you. Just go back and reflect. I can't kill these guys and I don't have enough sleep arrows to deal with a full contingency of the dickheads anymore. So I need to be mindful about my approach here. There's a book over here as well. The Whalers. I'll read that later. Or not at all. I don't know.
Probably rats into everything.
No, I have an Xbox One, sadly. I've not been able to get a hold of PS4, unfortunately. They're extremely difficult to come by, sadly. At least in my town. I don't have the money to do that, sadly. If I had more Patreon viewers, or Patreon patrons, there would be a good chance of me actually being able to afford a little bit more. But
Someone's supposed to be on duty over here.
okay, that was a lucky fluke. I see you.
Are the new applicants as weak as the last set? No.
I'm also waiting now for that organ grinder guy to pass by here, so I can go ahead and get his. Hello! Goodbye!
Squad after what happened last night? Never doubt it.
You out of the way.
Congratulations on your victory.
Okay, we have a never-ending. These guys are never ending as far as spawning goes, it looks like. Where's that organ grinder gone? Okay, there he is. Can't approach from that angle. Probably take him out from here.
Ricardus claims he memorized the litany on the White Cliff in a night.
Anyways, 1 second, please.
Undoubtedly.
Okay, sorry. Well, I don't know if I'd be playing online very often, unless it affects my ability to stream from the PS4, which would probably be the big issue. I would definitely be playing games like Bloodborne if I could get enough patrons online on my Patreon for that. One second, guys. I'm being called upon. Okay, I'm back. And sorry about that, but yeah. I don't know if... It really depends on my patron how that pans out, really. Actually, quick save here.
Huh?
And of course, it's a good thing I quick saved right at that exact second. That was probably the best idea I had. Because now I have to... I know to climb up.
Should we gather for whiskey and cigars tonight?
Indeed, I believe so.
Two guys here. Both are a pain in my butt.
Someone get over here!
Damn it. If I had moved the different time, could have gotten it. Oh well. I'm not playing at peak capacity, but I'm at least managing to function under it all.
Things are bad. Could the city get any worse?
Indeed, I believe so.
Again, most of my issues lay in how well my Patreon goes down. There's a link down below, guys, if you want to help me out. Every month is a donation, and $1 does get you stuff. Dude, what the hell, bro? What are you doing, dumbass? Come out here. There's a number of better...
Probably rats. Into everything.
I guess you guys are infinitely spawning. I just really do need to knock it off with them coming in down this corridor here. You go there. Watch as there's like three more guys in there, and I'm like, what the hell? Better be the last of you. The eradication of Black Sally. Before Slackjaw ran the streets in the distillery district, there was no more boss more ruthless, violent, or dedicated to squeezing the average citizens for coin than Black Sally. I'll read that more later. Choke dust, lighthouse, well protected. Just add these two notes to the list here. Overseer Pike. I have taken the Commerce Building. A temporary headquarters has been set up in a nearby structure. My men are dealing with a number of captives that should prove to be very informative. We have achieved total victory here, catching the enemy by surprise. The plans for a larger coordinated assault were obviously unnecessary. I am confident that Dowd will show himself and will be in our custody shortly. Overseer Leonard Hume.
Where is Dowd?
I'll survive. I'll await your signal.
Better. It looks like I did get two back. Okay. I don't know where I got them from, but... Salt lands. Couple things of choke dust. Dowd's log. 18 years on this wretched rock, the city of filth. I felt the blood of scholars, of noble pedophiles, of guildsmen, of unfaithful lovers, of politicians who were far too just for their own good, and of law enforcers who came close to bringing the wrong man to justice. Why should an empress be any different? Why should I feel the entire weight of this dying city crushing down on my back? Corvo, Lord Protector, is of Cercanos, just as I once was. I might have known that fact already, but it didn't matter until I recognized it in his face. It brought back distant memories of home, and the optimistic young man I once was. What would I find if I went back there? Would I find that it has rotted from the inside, just like Dunwall? Or will it only appear that way because I'm the one who's rotted? Alrighty. Have a good sleep, Hermesmo. Dowd's journal, Billy Lurk. Billy Lurk watches me closely, studying my decisions, each move that I make. That's nothing new. Even as a kid, there was a quiet curiosity there, though curiosity is not quite the right word. But lately it seems more intense. I will feel the hairs on the back of my neck standing up, only realizing a moment later that Lurk is on a roof or a balcony nearby. Some mornings, some of my papers seem to be moved, or maybe pored over. When we are alone and Billy's comfortable with the mask off, questions come from odd angles, unrelated to our mission or to a specific target. Questions about what I'm thinking, about my attitude towards the target. It's odd. It's something to watch. Another puzzle. Every one of my whalers is good, though my gifts seem stronger in some than others. The outsider's mark is a mystery this way, not something I can control. Those who remain with me either gain in the use of my extraordinary abilities, or they don't. Those who don't, I just push toward the blade, the crossbow, or the study of poisons. Every one among them serves in some way, and together we spilled a sea of blood. Lurk is a quicker study than most, but stays aloof from the others. It's no matter to me, as long as orders get carried out. Okay, the assault planes are over there. I still have several to deal with. You, Mr. Peaks, sees me from above. Fleet fire. Having your weapons out doesn't slow you down. Quick save here. You are my issue.
Leap away, did you?
What's going on there?
Guards, to me! Watch it! Take this!
Really?
This is what I trained for.
Take out his
Damn it. Scene from last save, which was a quick save, thankfully. do you do? What do you do with the drunken wailer? What do you do with the drunken wailer? Early in the morning, way up she rises, way
Thought you could just leap away, did you? Here you
I'll survive. I'll await your signal.
You better.
This is a waste. These ones never talk. Look at
Guards, to me! I'll read signs from your intel.
Thank you. I'll await your signal.
Better. So I wasted a dart on your asses. Okay. Now then, one quick save here. There it is. Plain old bolts, the pump system report. I'll read that in a sec. Double check for any potential for sleep darts. So I need more sleep darts. Standing water, not much more than ankle deep. Something must be blocking the drainage. Log entry. Drainage was cleared and standing water isn't an issue any longer. Note, pump system may be insufficient for high volume situations. High waste high water. Drainage problems again. Their accountants are going to have to swim to work if something isn't done about the pump system. Last day in Red Shore. My new post starts tomorrow. I've restated my concerns about the pumps. I suggest my replacement check the valve pressure and system mechanical integrity immediately. Subject. Yes. Abandoned journal. I've managed to make a space for myself here. Thankfully, Red Shore is all but completely abandoned. Up in this room, I'm protected from the occasional scavenger and the flooding during heavy rain. I'd like to return to my office in the commerce building to see if I can find some of my old books, but I've yet to build up the courage. Eventually, I'll run out of canned meat, and I'll have no choice. No need for courage when desperation kicks in. Oh, hey, there's another one up here. The Estate District, I'll read later. Sleep dart, some meat. 3 shots now, which is nice. Oh damn, I've got 2 guys here. Both will be an issue, and that's if I don't see a third person.
Someone there? What now? I need more men! You're going! Kill him!
If we lose him, be restless.
Someone get
Reveal
over.
yourself.
Die! I need more men!
And damn it, I'm going to have to reload. There's no way in hell I can manage all of that. There's 60 guys there, and while I can summon assassins, they're lethal. They're all lethal attackers, which is an issue for me. Because I'm needing it more. Now that I've realized its value, I'm using it more and more after all.
Are the new applicants as weak as the last set?
Okay. Slide on down here. Shut that thing up for a sec. The 4th stricture, grenade, guns, the Abbey of the Everyman. Suspected occultist lair, Red Shore Gate, Greaves Oil Refinery, and the Commerce Building.
This map shows a coordinated sweep of the flooded district, but the Overseer didn't stick to the plan. Someone must have tipped them off.
Think you'll get your own squad after what happened last night? Yes, of course.
I have to head up there, I guess.
Keep the word, sir. What's our next move?
Capture the remaining overseers.
Capture as many as you can. Their plans are ruined. Give me a report.
We'll take the Overseer who led the attack and find out what else he knows. As soon as he's conscious. It seems the Overseers are marching into the flooded district, planning a massive assault against us. This Overseer Hume went against orders and attacked early. Our men, the ones you freed, were able to rout the remaining zealots. This place belongs to us again.
Good.
How did the cursed Overseers find us?
It's my fault. I told Delilah where we were hidden. She wanted me to turn on you,
You did this.
but I can't go through with it.
Stupid child. All you had to do was cut his throat.
He deserves better. I was an idiot to listen to you.
So that's your choice then, Dowd. Her betrayal would have been the sweetest. But either way, the Brigmore witches will be your end. You should have forgotten my name the day you heard it.
I think it was always understood between us that I'd see my moment and take your place. I moved too early. You weren't weak, like I thought. I'm only sorry I didn't pick a better ally. Delilah made contact with the Overseers. I thought, between the three of us, we'd have you dead to rights.
We can blame the Zealots for that. Overseer Hume was too quick to move.
My life is yours now. Kill me, or let me live. If it even matters to you.
Touching and pathetic. If I see either of you again, I'll tear out your stone-cold hearts and walk in your skin.
Back off, bitch. Of course I'm gonna spare her.
I forgive you. Get out of here. Leave the city. Leave my sight, Billy. I give you your life.
And hey, that looks like we've finished a lot earlier. Holy shit, we've still got like an
When
hour
Billy
and 15.
Lurk was 8, she wanted to be the captain of a ship. From the moment she met you, all she wanted was to be a killer. She watched you, learned from you, and then she saw you losing your grip and decided to take your place. And now, she's limping to the outskirts of the city. She'll pay a smuggler to get past quarantine. She'll watch herself for signs of plague for a while. Gradually, the fear and grief that seep into your bones in Dunwall will dissipate, and she'll find a new name and a new use for her skills. Even if Dunwall burns to the ground, one corner of the Empire will still know your story. Dowd, killer of an empress. Dowd, who spared his betrayer's life.
Redemptive path. Low chaos. Didn't kill nobody. Spared Billy Lurk. Rescued all my assassins. Was not what I was far from never detected, and 4 of the bodies I left laying about were discovered. But hey, that's it. And that looks like that's it for this DLC, guys. I'm hoping you guys did enjoy today. In a little bit here, I'm going to be loading up something else to fill the next hour with, so you guys aren't left just hanging for an hour. I do apologize. I expected there to be at least one more mission after this. It looks like I was wrong. Next week, depending upon how things go, I may or may not have to fill in Monday with something else based on the fact that I don't think I'll be able to get a hold of the next DLC, the final DLC for this game, as far as story mode goes. I don't consider the gear DLC to count. I'm talking about the Knife of Dunwall and the Brigmore Witches both. I don't have the Brigmore Witches, sadly. In any case, let you roll the credits. Dishonored, the Knife of Dunwall. Published by Bethesda. Developed by Arcane. Sorry about that. I had to mute my mic. Doorbell rang. Had to let someone in. How are you guys doing so far? Did you enjoy today's stream? I will be adding something else to the stream. I just don't know about the knife, how the Brigmore Witches will play out for me as far as playing goes. I still have to get a hold of it. But yeah, those of you who are here and might want to support me, and heck, might even want to help me get a hold of a PS4 as Hermezmo was talking about, or any other things. I do have a Patreon. Down on the bottom right, there's a picture of a cutie holding a Patreon logo, of Azumi holding the Patreon logo. You should see her brandished all over my branded across my my Twitch, as you might have seen. If you click on Azumi and Chibi form holding the Patreon logo, that'll take you to my Patreon where you can become a patron and help me keep doing what I'm doing. Or if you prefer a straight donation, which would help me get a hold of the game, the next DLC in this game, the image on the left of Azumi looking cute, but in a 3D form, would lead you to a paypal.me, which you can donate directly. I'm gonna go ahead and shut the credits down. The music was nice, but credits are off. And that's it for Dishonored for now. Unless I can get a hold of Brigmore Witches before next Monday. For now, though, I'm going to probably load up one offer for a little bit here, unless you guys would like to see me play some more Metal Gear Solid 5 for those who have been tuning in, or some Fallout 4 for those who have been tuning in. I'm probably going to load up Sa, You Are Being Hunted, instead though. So, I'm going to shut her down now, and I'll see you guys in about 2 minutes.